Well, this seemed to go down a treat last time, so I don't see why we can't do it again. Hi guys, thank you for joining. Today we're going to be going through all the books that I am picking for my April TBR. As a mood reader, I don't do this too often. I pick and choose what I'm feeling. However, there are too many series that I am in the middle of which are completed that need to get off my TBR, and there's also books coming out this year where I haven't even read book one, and I've either had the physical copy for a while or I've had the audio in my Audible since the dawn of time. So because there's too many books kind of bashing around in this brain, I thought it'd be really good to put a TBR together of the books, and then I can hyper-focus on that, because if I don't hyper-focus, I don't focus at all. Starting with Game On by Navessa Allen. This comes out March 31st, which for me is tomorrow. When you're seeing this, it was March 31st it came out. I pre-ordered the book from Waterstones, and to be honest, it should have been here the day I'm filming this, but it hasn't turned up, so I'm hoping it turns up tomorrow. Navessa's writing never fails to not make me laugh, and I genuinely don't think that this book is going to be any different. I was a strong hater of blonde MMCs. Let's see if Navessa can change my mind. Daggermouth by H.M. Wolf. This has been all over my FYP on TikTok and Instagram, and my favourite booktokers, Ginger and Spice, have both now read this book, and I am but a mere sheep following the herd. This I am debating, however, because the audio comes out in July and the narrators haven't been revealed yet. So depending on who the narrators are, and if I like how it sounds in my ear holes, then I will more than likely do this on audio. I've heard this is basically an assassin and a prince. She's hired to kill him, I'm pretty sure. And if there's one thing to note about me, I love it when my FNCs try and kill their love interests. Bad Bishop by L J Shen. The audio specifically, which is Corvin King and Lucy Rivers. Corvin King voices one of my top book boyfriends, Hayden Reeves. That man saying dollface does things to my inner system that I can't comprehend. And Lucy Rivers voices one of my absolute favourite all-time FMCs, Sloane from Butcher and Blackbird. I've heard that apparently the FMC in this tries to unalive the MMC multiple times, so as we know, I'm in. I also know that the next book, Twisted Porn, comes out on the 7th of April, and I might have already pre-ordered book 2 through my local works, even though I don't own book 1, nor have I listened to book 1, but it's gonna happen before the 7th, I hope. Direbound by Sable Sorison. End of April, beginning of May time potentially, because I know that Furybound comes out May 5th. I remember when this and Silver Elite were everywhere. The hype around both of these books were huge when they first came out. Now I have tried and tested some popular BookTok books, and I'm not going to lie, most of them have done me correctly. Some of them were a big disappointment. I'm willing to put BookTok to the test again and see if they had it right when they were hyping this one up. Restitution by Leigh Rivers. Now, no one is allowed to yell at me. I have delayed this for too long. I told myself back in January that I was going to finish series that I was in the middle of, / catch myself up before the next book comes out. I do not think I am prepared for the tears that are going to extract from my eyeballs. I have heard some things about this book, and I fear it's going to put me into a slump. That is a reader's worst obstacle that they have to push through at some point in their journey. But you know what? I'm a big girl and I like doing scary things. I jumped out of an airplane, for God's sakes. If I can do that, I can read this book, right? Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo. This is my book club's pick of the month, and book club meeting is on the 13th, so probably gonna read this the week I'm on annual leave, which is from the 6th to the 10th. I've read some of Leigh Bardugo's writing before, and I spoke to my sister, who's also in book club by the way, and she said it read as though it was a different author entirely from what I'd previously read. So I'm quite excited to see what this gives me. I have absolutely no idea what it's about. I'm on a bit of a mafia train at the moment, choo-choo, and I don't plan on getting off anytime soon. I've been slowly reading the Rinaverse, so to continue on with that, the next books in the series are the Lies and Truths Duet. This is about Asher Carson and Rina Ellis. I read somewhere that this has a bit of an air of mystery about it. It's an arranged marriage, you've got a bit of mafia vibes in there, which I am down bad for. I love the arranged marriage trope, especially in mafia books. It does something to the circuits in my brain. What I found with Rina's books is if you space out the universe, you'll have a better experience reading the books rather than just going one after the other. Throughout the month, I do actually have all of my physical TBR on a spinning wheel on my iPad, which is dead at the moment. So throughout the month, when I've not got a book to hold, I will spin the wheel and just see what it picks for me. I've just finished a physical read and I need a minute to immerse myself in whatever the hell just happened. That book was Two Twisted Crowns, by the way, by Rachel Gillig. 5 stars. 5 stars. Now this is me we are talking about, so there will probably be more books read than the ones I have said about today. So come back for the wrap up, because they'll be included, and some that you might have not heard of before will more than likely be on that list. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Mwah! Bye.